Today's going to be a very fun video because today we are going to be talking about every single LEGO set retiring in 2025. There is a lot of LEGO sets to talk about today, so let's just go straight into today's video. Now, before we do, please subscribe, hit the bell notification on all so you do not miss another video. Please like this video. Let's go ahead and go straight over to the list and check these LEGO sets out. Now, personally, right now, I just actually finished every single Star Wars movie. Over the last 2 days, I watched all 9 of the movies, and to be honest, I've never wanted to LEGO invest as much now in the Star Wars as like just the past year. So I'll probably be hitting Star Wars pretty hard this year because just the past like 24 hours I've just been really hyped up to get a ton of Star Wars LEGO sets. Now, a lot of these I will have to say, after starting in 2024 and kind of seeing how those do and just how these are looking, I really feel like 2025 will be the best year to either start LEGO investing or just have another year in LEGO investing. So let's go ahead and start talking about Star Wars. Now, the Imperial Dropship versus Rebel Scout Speeder. I really feel like this one's absolutely magnificent. This is probably, I will say this quite a few times on a lot of LEGO sets, this is probably on my top 10. Just everything about this, and this is a Lego.com exclusive, which is really good, but in some cases that can be really bad, because usually if you're trying to like stack stuff like Rakuten, promos, and all sorts of stuff like that, usually Lego exclusive Lego sets don't get as much Rakuten cash back as like other ones, so that's the bad thing about it being like a Lego.com exclusive, but that can also really help with like just how it's going to do later in the secondary market. And I really feel like, now I don't know exactly when this LEGO set did come out, but I know for a fact it just did come out just a few months ago, so I'm very excited about that. And just check out that minifigure count. I've seen this, I really haven't seen it on much sales, plus it's a Lego.com exclusive, but I really do feel like after promos and just Lego points and a little bit of some Rakuten sprinkled in there, I really feel like you could get this Lego set maybe 30% off. Next one is going to be the Darth Vader helmet. I really do feel like this one's going to be a little bit harder for me to get like just multiple copies of. I really feel like it's an awesome Lego set. I will say that for sure. Darth Vader, definitely an iconic person in the Star Wars films, but I really just kind of feel like it's had a long shelf life. I don't know exactly how long, but I've seen it on so many sales, which really makes me a little bit nervous. I've seen it 20% off. I've seen it, I think the most I saw it go for the last year was 50% off. I don't think it went any lower than that. I did end up getting the copy, but just I really feel like this is going to be a Lego set I'm not going to get like 100 of. I'll probably maybe try to get 2. I already have one that I ended up getting because it was originally on the 2024 list and it was taken off. That's also a thing I really want to talk about. So for everyone that's really hoping to LEGO invest, what I'm doing is I'm going to be stalling for the next 2 months, and I'm going to wait for this list to be more accurate. Now, I'd say probably about 90% of these LEGO sets that are already on the list will stay on the list, but there's a huge chance some of these could be taken off. For all we know, the Darth Vader helmet could be taken off too. The Imperial Dropship could be taken off. Now, I don't want to give your guys' hopes up like the Imperial Dropship could be taken off. There is a possibility, but to be honest, I'm going to stall for about 2 months. Now, one of the most significant times they took the most stuff off was right after May 4th, right after that huge May 4th promotional time. So I ended up spending like $600 on stuff that never retired. So that was very bad. Now luckily, they still are pretty good deals. I did get them like with like 4 times points, and it's still good at the end of the day, but I'm gonna have to hold on to those LEGO sets a lot longer. And some of those aren't even on this list yet. That's also another thing. There could be added LEGO sets later. So like in like a month or 2, there could be stuff added here and there. Now, let's go through the list because this video is going to be like 2 hours long if I keep talking about other stuff. The Razor Chest, this one looks big. That's the best word I have for it. Definitely looks like a Star Wars ship for sure. There's some pretty good just minifigures in there. Not a ton. I really feel like for especially Star Wars, those really, really big Lego sets are like $600. Lego's so bad about giving you guys, like, just giving a good amount of minifigures in these sets. Like, I think out of all of the ones in the last 10 years, the most worth it one that was like 400 was definitely the Cantina. You got so many minifigures in that, and to be honest, I really wish I would have gotten a second copy of that. Going down, we got the X-Wing Starfighter. I'm very excited about this one because this one just did come out, I think, for May 4th this year. I could be wrong though. If you guys know for sure, please correct me in the comments. But a little bit of a steep price. Looks like it just comes with one minifigure, which isn't amazing, but it's still a very, very iconic just ship, and I really feel like it could do really, really good. Then the Ghost and Phantom, I really feel like this is just a great Lego set. Everything about this looks so incredible. I'll probably be trying to get my hands on one copy. It was supposed to retire in 2024, but it was taken off. This is one of like 4 or 5 that was taken off the retirement list for the Star Wars area. Then this Jedi shuttle ship. This one looks pretty good. I will say I'm not going to be getting this at all. I've seen it 60% off. I saw it go 70% off during Black Friday. I'm not going to be getting this because I really feel like with Black Friday, I feel like it's completely, absolutely destroyed its value. Now, the Ambush on, Battle Pack. I really do feel like this one's a pretty good one. $20, little bit of an expensive just buying price, but I really feel like after stacking stuff like promos, Rakuten, all sorts of stuff like that, that could be a pretty good buy-in. I do feel like I do see this Lego set be taken off the list though. Then this one, I will say it's not my favorite. I do feel like it's just something about it I just really don't like, so I'll probably be passing up on that one. The Tantive, this one looks really, really good, and actually I didn't even know this ship even existed till I saw the Star Wars movies like just yesterday night. So that's very interesting, but I do feel like I might grab a few copies of that because it did just come out too. Now, the Speeder Escape, I do feel like if I can get it for maybe 15, I'll probably get a few copies, but right now I'm not buying that for $30. I would much rather test my luck and get a ton of these battle packs instead of getting that one. Then we got the Invisible Hand. I really do feel like this one is really, really cool. A little bit expensive. It is $50, but I do feel like just everything about this Lego set looks really, really good. I do feel like, to be honest, I don't really know if there's any people that are going to be searching for this Lego set later after it does retire. So that's also another factor that I'm kind of thinking of for some of these other ones. Like, because at the end of the day, these Lego sets aren't really, well, these just Star Wars ships aren't really known. So that gets me a little bit nervous. Now, the Pod Race. I do feel like this has a lot of chances. Now, I will say, on the Lego investing side, dioramas, just don't even get dioramas. I ended up getting 2. I got the one, the Emperor's Throne, and I got the Speeder Chase. Both of those, I'll be having to keep my hands on those for a few years. Usually, just those dioramas do not do good. If you can get them like 50% off, I'd get a ton. Don't buy it full price. If you're going to build it and put it in your own collection, you can buy it. I'm not telling you guys not to buy it, but yeah. So then we got the droid thing. This one is a very, very iconic just kind of shooter defense droid in that film too. I really feel like this one, I wouldn't say it's on my top 10. I'd probably say it's on my top 20, but I do feel like that one has a lot of chances. Now this Firehawk, I really do feel like this one's pretty good. 4+, yeah, that could have some issues in there, but I do feel like it's a pretty cool build too. Now, this one is very, very cool. I do feel like I totally see getting a ton of these. $55, definitely a little bit of a steep price, but I've seen it 20% off on Amazon. I just actually recently saw it go 40% off, somewhere in that area. Going down, we have this, like you said, $40, a little bit steep again. minifigures. Pretty good in this. I don't really know the rarity on those though, but I do feel like it's a pretty cool Lego set. We got the Luke Skywalker's X-Wing Mech. I do feel like this one, I've been pretty into mechs lately, and I do feel like I'll probably be getting a lot of these. Then we got the Creative Play Droid Builder. I do feel like it's an interesting Lego set. I do think it would be pretty popular. I don't really know what the demand is on this Lego set yet, because I really haven't heard many people talk about this Lego set in the investing side. $100, very, very steep. $100 for this, I don't even know if I really paid $50 for it. Now, looking at it, I think that says 724. I could be wrong. But for now, I'll probably be passing up on that. I really need to do a lot more research on a lot of these Lego sets too. Now, the TIE Fighter and the X-Wing mashup, I do feel like this is pretty good too. $110. I've seen this 40% off a few times, but I might be passing up on it. I do need to do some more research on that. Then we got the Imperial Star Destroyer. I do feel like this one's a definite one on my list. Top 20, maybe. I just really feel like Lego does so many Star Destroyers, and even if you would invest in this, I do feel like it's going to be very, very hard to sell it, and it's going to be very, very hard to make double your profit on that. And $160 is very, very steep. I really feel like maybe $100 would be more reasonable, but $160 is really, really bad. This one is definitely on my top 20, maybe my top 15. I do feel like this one looks awesome. We got Boba Fett over there, and then we got some very iconic other ones over there. We got Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Chewbacca. I think that's whatever that is. I'm assuming that's Chewbacca. I can't really exactly see that very close up, but $80, definitely a little bit expensive, but at the end of the day, it is still Legos. I do feel like there will be some massive demand on this Lego set. Plus, I feel like this is one of the first ones they've ever done on this design, and it's a very, very iconic scene. Now, we're leading into ideas. Before I do go into ideas, I really just want to say I do not give Lego investing advice. I'm just giving my opinion on these Lego sets. So if you guys want to ask questions about just what Lego sets you should invest in and just how much you're going to make, this is not the channel for that. I'm just pretty much giving my opinion on this. There's still a lot of other people that will give their advice and give just investing advice for that. So just want to make that clear before I do go on. Now the ideas, Motorized Lighthouse, I do feel like this one's a definite on my list. I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. Definitely some stuff here and there that makes me not want to get it. $300. Number one, so incredibly steep. I actually looked at the box at the Lego store and wow, just the Lego set's so impressive. I really do feel like there'll be some pretty big demand on this Lego set later on. Now, will it go up to 600 in the secondary market in the year after it retires? I don't know. I don't really see it going up to 600. So I'm going to try to get it 40% off. I think that's the sale I'm going to have to get this on. If it doesn't go 40% off, I'll probably just go ahead and pass on it. Now the Hocus Pocus and Santa Sisters Cottage. I do feel like this Lego set will be a very, very hard Lego set to sell in the secondary market, except when Halloween and the fall season starts. I do feel like once fall starts, this Lego set's going to be a gold mine. I really feel like this one's going to do absolutely incredible, and I really want to get maybe 2 or 3 copies of this. The Insect Collection. It's an interesting Lego set. Now, I don't really know how many people really like the Lego set, or like it's like on their top 10 of wanting to build. So in that case, I'll probably be skipping out on it, or if I can get it like $40, I'll probably be getting 1 copy. Viking Village, it's expensive, $130. Comparing it to some other Lego sets like the Orient Express Terrain, I do feel like the Viking Village is actually really good in that case, but I do feel like I might be skipping out on it. I really do need to do some more research on that. Orient Express, absolutely incredible Lego set. I've seen it go 20% off. I think that was really the only sale I saw it, and Lego.com did that. So I might wait for another sale, but other than that, I do feel like this is on my probably top 30 or top 25, I'll say that. Family Tree, I'll probably just go ahead and skip out on this one. I do feel like it's still a pretty cool Lego set, but $80 is still pretty expensive, and I'd rather put that $80 towards like the Orient Express or something like that. Red Telephone Box, that one could do very good in the secondary market. I do feel like I've even built this on the channel before, and it's one of my favorites. Detail wise, it's insane. It's back there, but I don't really know how much you guys can see that, but it's really, really cool, and it's a really, really fun build. Probably one of my favorites, favorite Lego sets I built throughout 2024. Then Marvel, to be honest, I don't really invest in Marvel much, so I'm gonna kind of just go through Marvel pretty quick. We got the Rockets thing. I do feel like I'll probably be skipping on that. Green Goblin, I'll probably be skipping on that. Spider-Man, Car, and Doc, I might get a copy or two of that. $10, pretty good for Legos. I'll probably be skipping out on the Team Spidey Team Spidey Dino thing. I'll probably be skipping on that. Daily Bugle. Now that is a Marvel Lego set. I really do feel like I'll probably be trying to get my hands on that Lego set. I'm saying that to pretty much every single Lego set, but I do feel like there's a lot of hype around that Lego set, and check out the minifigures. Now that is incredible. I'm definitely I'm gonna have to think about that Lego set. Now, do I have really storage to store this Lego set? No. If you look behind me, I pretty much completely filled the shelves up with pretty much brickheads. So it'll be very interesting to see how this Lego set does do later on, and if it can go on sale. The Infinity Gauntlet, I really do feel like this is a pretty iconic just thing. I would say helmet, but it is not a helmet. Glove. There we go. It's really cool. There is some things I don't really like about the build, so I'll probably go ahead and skip out on that. Spider-Man Final Battle. That's a pretty good Lego set. I do feel like $110 is pretty steep. I do feel like if I can get it maybe $70 or $60, I might consider getting it. And there's a lot of minifigures in this. Now, the Venom Mech, War Machine, and yeah, so both of these matches, I really enjoy getting matches. Now, $15, pretty good. Now, I want to ask you guys, is it Mech or, yeah, so I've heard a lot of people say different ways of how to say it. Either it's like Mech or, yeah. So, if you guys think I'm saying that wrong, please correct me too. Now the Spider-Man race car, that's a pretty good one. $35. Now, I don't really think it's going to go on sale much. Pretty much on everything. So, I will probably just go ahead and skip on that. Spider-Man versus Sandman Final Battle, I'll probably just go ahead and skip on that too. X-Men, X-Jet, it's in between. I do feel like it's a pretty good Lego set and a pretty good build, but once you look at the price, I'll probably just go ahead and skip on that. Rocket and Baby Groot, I might consider getting that. If it can go like maybe $30, I'll probably get it, or 40% off. Spider-Man's mask, that's a pretty cool Lego set. To be honest, it doesn't even look like Legos, so I might get it. $70, pretty good for Legos. Iron Man and Bike, Iron Man with Bike and the Hulk, I do feel like that's pretty good, and the price is pretty good. Iron Man and that one, it's okay. $20, a little bit expensive, but it still has some pretty good minifigures. I'm skipping on that, skipping out on that. That's in between. I'll probably just go ahead and skip on that too, because it's just like, it's a lot. I do feel like the build looks cool, but it's also an ugly build because it just looks like a huge mess. Now, this one looks really cool. The Avengers helicopter thing, I do feel like this one looks really good, and I do think there was a pretty big amount of hype around this Lego set when it did come out. New Captain America construction figure. To be honest, I don't really like the construction figures. I don't really feel like they're Legos. So in that case, I'll probably just go ahead and skip on that. Now we got the Iron Spider-Man thing. I do feel like it's not that great. Iron Man Mech, I'll probably be getting that. Or is it Mech? Is it Mech or Mech? Please say that if you guys know for sure. Spider-Man Mech versus Anti-Venom. I do feel like this one's really, really cool. I really do like these mechs, and yeah, it'll be in between. I do need to do a lot more research. Now talking about Harry Potter. Diagon Alley, definitely on my list. It's a beautiful Lego set. $450. Very, very, very steep. And I really have not seen it go on any sales at all in the last few years. Plus, I know this Lego set's been on Lego.com for years, and in that case, I might be skipping out on it. Now, the Hogwarts Icons Collector's Edition. This one's really, really cool. I do feel like $300 is still a little bit pricey, so I really need to do a lot more research about that. Dobby the House Elf. I do feel like it's pretty cool. I do like the cake. The cake is pretty cool. I don't think I have any copies of this yet, and I do feel like the price is pretty good. I've seen it 20% off. I've seen it 30% off. I think I've seen it 40% off once for a brief sale on Amazon. I want to say, I know it was during the summer at some point. Then we got the Hogwarts Express train set with Hog Station. A little bit expensive. I did see this on Walmart for $60. I want to say that. I think it was a little bit more expensive than that, actually, now that I am thinking about that. But I've seen it on really, really good sales. So if you guys happen to get a copy of that during Black Friday, good job. And sadly, I didn't get any copies of this yet because it was taken off the 2024 list. And then once it was taken off, it wasn't on my list anymore. Now, we got the Drive one. I really do feel like that's pretty good. Now, $20 for this. If it had maybe a minifigure or two, maybe. But just the build by itself for $20, I don't really know. Hogwarts Castle Boathouse, I really do feel like that one's pretty good. $38 for that minifigures. I do feel like that's pretty good. Now, they are little kid minifigures, so that can lead to some problems. We got Buckbeat. I do feel like that's a pretty iconic figure in the Harry Potter movies. So if you guys want to check out that, or if you guys want me to do some videos just talking about that Lego set by itself, please comment that down. And then we got Hagrid's Hut. I do feel like this one is pretty good, and $75. I do feel like it's really, really good, and I'll probably be trying to get a copy of this. I know they've done a few of these before, so yeah. So then we got the Hogwarts Castle. I'll probably be skipping on that. We got the Potions class, definitely. We got the Forbidden Forest. Probably I'll probably get a copy of that. Then we got this Shops. I do feel like this one is really, really good. Everything about this looks absolutely incredible. Then we got the Rival. I am very, very excited about this Lego set, and I'm really hoping I can get maybe 2 to 3 copies of that. That is it for Harry Potter. Now, I'm going to go ahead and end today's video and do a part 2 later today. If you guys want to check that video out, I'd really love it if you would. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video. So, if you guys are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. While you're doing that, I'd really love if you would hit the bell notification on all, so you're not missing another video. And this video was a lot of work, plus that retirement list took a very long time to kind of put together. So please like this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when we post next. Peace.